Are you
Thank
through?
you. Yes, sir.
Convene as Laredo Municipal Housing Corporation.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn as Laredo Municipal Housing Corporation and reconvene as Laredo City Council.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Motion to recess as Laredo City Council and convene as Laredo Mass
Second.
Transit Board.
We have a motion and a second.
Yes, sir.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. We have a motion to approve items 61 and
Second.
62.
So
I have a question on
So moved.
62.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, discussion. Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, I have a question here on 62. It calls for a analysis, operational analysis to pay First Transit not to exceed $100,000. That's why First Transit was here in the first place. They're supposed to have a better operation, and now we're going to pay them $100,000 besides what they're getting every year to find to make this comprehensive operational analysis study of First Transit. So why are we going to pay them $100,000 to do that? They're supposed to be doing better than what El Metro was doing.
Mr. Moore, would you come up and
Breakdown of
address
what it entails, or what is it?
Good evening, Honorable Mayor John Gallo and the rest of the council members. My name is Ron Moore. I'm the General Manager for El Metro. When First Transit first contracted with the City of Laredo, included in the scope of work for the city was this type of activity that included operational studies, etc., that we could do in-house with our own people without going outside. It's something that's definitely needed for the system at this point in time. And as part of that process, we're going through this motion to bring this to you tonight to get your blessing to proceed on with the project. Our proposal...
Mr. Moore, I didn't quite understand. You said it was included in their contract or included that we would request this type of activity?
Included in the proposal to the RFP, there was line items that included doing studies of this nature, operational studies, etc.
So that way we would
In
ask
our-
them to do these studies?
In our response back to the city, in our proposal to the city to do this work, we propose to do it at an additional cost over and beyond the...
First Transit proposed to do it at an additional cost.
Correct.
No, did it go through your transit committee?
Did it go through the Metro Committee?
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we brought this to the committee.
Yeah.
It was
It says funding
2
is available
meetings
through
ago.
a grant.
So you approved it at your transit committee?
On August
How much
26th.
is the contract?
August the 26th.
$28,000.
Who was this approved, Mr. Moore? Not in the last transit committee, was it?
Yeah, we brought the COA, or the Comprehensive Operational Analysis, to the board, or the committee. There were only 2 of you there at that time. Maya was absent.
City Manager, do you need more time on this item? Or
Well, I think we were trying to verify, and we just looked at the council comment. It was taken to the transit committee on the 26th. I would assume, no,
Oh,
it's
you're not
Councilman Rendon and Councilman Agredano.
Yeah, Councilman Maya.
Yeah.
Councilman Amaya was absent.
He was absent.
But I don't know what action was taken. I assume you approved it
Well,
at that particular time.
hold on one second. So we're saying, granting that it was approved, it says the funding is available through a grant TX-90-X438. So that's...
It's a grant that's coming in from either state or federal sources to do the analysis and
specifically for this analysis?
for this type of work.
So it couldn't be used for anything else anyway? Or it could be?
No, it's a planning grant,
I have a
or
question.
study grant.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez has a question?
Yes, what I can understand is how can they come in here and do their own analysis of themselves? I mean, I would be in doubt that they would be telling us the truth of what's happening, you know. I mean, they were supposed to be the solution to our problems that we've had in the past, and so far we're still the same. And now we're spending $100,000, and there was no request for proposals on this study, and yet they claim that they're the only ones that can do it. So there's something wrong here.
I don't know if that's true, that they claim they're the only ones that can do it.
That's
I
what
mean,
he said, it's in his contract.
Well, it may be in their contract that we signed with them, we're saying that they would be doing these studies, so, you know, that they're not claiming that they're the only one. They may be claiming through their contract that they're the only ones that can do this study. Councilman Valdez.
Yes, Mr. Moore, the study entails exactly what? Just the operations, daily operations of First Transit, the bus service, look at the routes, I mean, what does it entail?
It will do that. It will also provide us with data in order to support any subject changes that they may recommend that we do. The
We're
city
gonna look, you're looking, if this gets approved, you're looking at bus routes also?
Yes.
Because I know El Metro, didn't they just, before you guys came on board, I mean, looked at that and they did bus route changes and all of that, and I mean, everybody was arguing here and all that, and so that's part of this also?
What that will involve is, I think changes that have been done in the past year, and I'm not sure, have been sort of, you know, requests made to accommodate growth, as it may or may not happen, and this will be a comprehensive study that will look at the whole big picture and not just pieces of the picture.
Oh, I think what happened was with the change with the bus routes, if I remember correctly, it was to better facilitate the system, how it works, and how monies that were provided for the system. So it wasn't on a per district and look at my area and change the bus route here. It was, I think, in general. That's what I'm saying. If a study was already done, is that also going to be included or not?
I believe there's a constant study of the operations to make sure that it's better, but I believe Mr. Mesa has some additional information that he'd like to share with council.
Okay, Mr. Mesa, please.
Francisco Mesa, purchasing agent. We discussed this contract with First Transit staff and FTA regional administrator. We sent them the scope of services and the proposal that the First Transit had submitted to the City of Laredo back when they awarded this contract, and they approved that this contract be approved, that they would pay for with an FTA grant to pay for this study. We can go through an RFP process, go through a request proposal process to select a consultant for this type of work, but FTA will not pay for that.
Is there any matching funds that the city has to pay? Any matching funds?
I'm sorry? No.
Is there any matching funds? So it's a 100% grant.
Planning grant.
Planning grant.
Very well. Councilman Rendon has a question. I don't know for whom. I mean, I'm sorry, Belmontes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. City Manager, have we ever done a comprehensive study of our system to the degree that they're asking to do? They're asking to go in and look at demographics, socioeconomic, population densities, everything. If I remember correctly, the last time we changed routes, we did it by the seat of our pants. And this is an opportunity for us to do something good and make the system better. And I can't understand why you would fight that, Councilman. This is just this is $100,000 that the Federal Transit Administration is giving us to do this study. This is money that we ought to take and improve the system. And I trust that First Transit, which does this across the country and has expertise in this, will do a good job for us. I don't see why there's an issue with letting them have this money to do this study that is critical to the improvement of the system.
Well, they used to do it in Corpus. They're not there anymore. Something happened.
And as it happens in other places, it's competitive bid.
Let's keep this discussion centered on the thing.
If I may.
Please.
Yes, I just want to correct myself. You mentioned something that reminded me that we did act on this at one of our meetings. You mentioned something, Ahorita, and I remember that you did discuss that with us, and we did act on it, Mr. Oye.
That's fine. All right. So
Motion to approve.
we have a motion a motion and a second on the table already to approve items 61 and 62. So if there's no further discussion, everybody in favor, signify by saying aye.
Vote against it.
Anybody opposed?
I do.
Okay, we have one.
We do have some correspondence that we want to give you before you leave that.
On this item or something else?
No, it's on something else.
Okay. The motion
Motion
passes.
to adjourn as the Laredo Mass Transit Board and reconvene as Laredo City Council.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion and adjourn. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.